Greetings, Jellyspoons, and welcome back to this week's episode of Monday Madness, the show where I talk about anything and everything, and it's Monday. Well, it's Monday once again, and today the show is absolute chaos because I have a lot of random little bits that I'm going to talk about today. So I've got a game that I would like to play with you. I tried it out on TikTok and it was fun on April Fool's Day, so I'm going to play it with you guys today. So get ready to play the game down in the comment section. By the way, for that one specific generation of people, you just lost the game. As well as this, I've got some general updates I want to share with you all, and also, finally, after many requests and suggestions and ideas, I have some merch. It's not available for sale just yet, but I have worked on some mock-ups. It's basically a load of pin badges based on the ideas that you guys had in the comments on my TikTok, on my Instagram, and on Patreon and various different places. So stick around until after the game and I'll be showing you guys the mock-ups of the pin badges that I am making. I also have a limited number of something very special that I have been working on down on my Ko-fi page, so keep tuned to the end of the video where I will be showing you that as well. But in the meantime, let's play a game. So, sit back, relax, and pop your guesses down in the comments below as I give you 3 facts about myself and you can guess which one is the truth. Potential lie number 1. Back when I was a kid and didn't just have the mental age of a child, when I was probably about 8 or 9, I was taken to the West End for the first time ever, and the first show that I ever saw was The Lion King. Of course, the show was spectacular and probably unfairly brilliant considering it was my first time ever seeing a show live. I was so caught by it that I spent the following week going round all my neighbours' gardens and the park collecting up feathers. My dad bought me 5 headbands and I started gluing the feathers to these headbands, eventually making this big sort of bird feathery headpiece. I attached a beak to the front of it, made a cardboard, and I wore it every day. Every day for the whole of the summer holidays. It did not leave my head. I'm pretty sure I tried to sleep in it at one point, but it did start to bend and break, so I left it just on the side piece to, stare at me all through the night. I wore it continuously through the rest of the holidays, and then I wore it to my first day back at school. To an interesting reception. So there you go, that was fact number 1. Is it a truth or is it a lie? Chuck your guesses down in the comments below, and now we'll move on to fact number 2. I am a fully qualified dance instructor. Alright, so after many years doing musical theatres and shows and stuff, I got an in with a company. This company would train you up and teach you loads of dances from really famous movies. Think Grease, High School Musical, any Disney movie, that kind of thing. Once you were fully trained, you knew all the different character dances for all the different movies. After all that, you were put on their books and you could be hired out to go and teach at kids' events and parties and stuff like that. So for about a year and a half before I moved to the other side of the country, I would spend most of my weekends teaching dance at kids' parties and birthdays and events and stuff like that. I was really good at the hand jive from Grease Lightning. So what do you think? Is fact number 2 true or is it false? Chuck your guesses down in the comments below. And now we have the final one. Truth number 3. I have been awarded a silver medal for verse and prose. I spent several years training under directors and drama teachers and vocal experts, and they trained me how to speak properly. This is why, despite the many places I live, I manage to maintain a fairly straight British accent, and I enunciate most of my T's. In my final year of the programme, I had to perform 1 piece of verse and 1 piece of prose, and then I would get graded for my efforts. I performed a 4-minute excerpt from a novel, and I performed a very lengthy poem as well. After this, you were given a piece of text that you had never seen before, and you had to perform it immediately after only reading it through once in your head. After all 3 performances had been judged, I was eventually awarded a silver medal in verse and prose. And there we have it, 2 lies and 1 truth. Vote down in the comments below, which one do you think is true? Is there one that you really hope is true? Is there one that you really hope is not true? Do you think they're all true? Do you think they're all lies? Am I messing with you completely? I will put the answer down in the comments underneath my pinned comment, so if you don't want to know what the answer is, don't look at that one just yet. Chuck your own thoughts down in the comments below and then come back and have a look. Thank you very much for playing, to anyone who does, and I feel that you should also know that it was the most difficult for me to come up with something that was true, because my brain is full of endless ideas, but coming up with something that's actually true to me it took a while. Alright, so we've played the game, now on to the announcements of various things that are going on right now in the world of Mauku. So, number 1, I have merch, sort of. Lots of you have been asking for it, particularly over on my TikTok, so I have created some designs based on you guys' ideas. I asked you for quotes that I say way too much, I asked you for thoughts and things that you think about me, and eventually I have come up with these. Bing! On the screen right now, you'll be able to see the pin badge designs I have currently come up with. Hello, pin badge designs. If you like any of these, chuck your thoughts down in the comments below. If you can think of anything else that you think I say way too much or that you just associate with me, please let me know as well. These are the current ideas. I'm going to be chucking them on my Ko-fi page, I expect. That's where I'll be selling them, and they're not going to be too expensive. I'm probably going to have them be like $3.99, something like that each. Postage might vary depending on where you are. I am in the UK, sorry about that. They're going to be about yay big, I think. They're about 3.5 centimeters across. I can't remember at the moment. But yes, if you like these and would like to have one of your very own or several of them, then let me know down in the comments below just so I can sort of judge which ones to get and make the most of. Alright, so that is the current merch ideas. I'm not making clothing at the moment because it costs way too much, but if I have a lot of people who desperately want clothing of something to do with me, I'll consider it later down the road. Badges, as you can see, are just amazing. So, badges, that is what is currently going on. Now on to another update, and something that I have personally been making. Now, as most of you will probably know, this year is my 1-year movie project. I have been making my Never Never movie, which is based on the story of Peter Pan. I am so excited, and it's happening. I've had a lot of work to do recently, and I've had a few people by commission, so I haven't been doing as much on it as I wanted to, but I am still roughly on track for a release date in December. It'll hopefully be okay. Again, this is a reminder that it is an amateur project that is being shot and edited and done everything by myself, so yeah, don't expect too much. But as a part of this movie, I have been making little props and things just to see how they work, and over the course of making this, I was messing about trying to make little acorns. You might remember the acorn button I made for my Peter Pan cosplay costume. Well, I have made very similar small versions, and I ended up having quite a few leftovers while I was making this movie prop that I was making, and I thought, I could use them in the movie, or I could do something really cool with them. So, I'm going to need Steve! One moment. Steve! Alright, here he is. So, here is Steve. My buddy Steve. Steve is currently modelling what I have done with the acorn buttons. So these are the little acorn buttons that I have made. They are cute, is the word I'm going for. They're just cute. They're not supposed to be realistic, they're just cute. So what did I decide to do with them? Well, I decided to make kisses. So you could get a kiss from Mauku. That sounds weirder than I thought when I wrote it down. So I have attached my acorn buttons together with a thimble, and I've put those onto a necklace. So you guys, Steve, model please, thank you very much. If you would like, you could have a kiss from Mauku. That is a kiss because that's what they're called in Peter Pan. So yeah, if you would like this, I have made 20 of them because that's how many acorn buttons I had to spare. So it is a, I get to say, limited edition. So if you would like a limited edition kiss from Mauku, I can't keep saying that because it just sounds dodgy. Please, strangers on the internet, pay me to kiss. No, pay me for a kiss. That just sounds dodgy. What do you think, Steve? Yeah. So, they don't all look like this, they look slightly different. My personal favourite acorn button is the one that looks a bit like a tomato. This one, poor little guy. As you can see, this acorn looks a tiny bit like a tomato, which is, it makes me love it more, to be honest. So if you would like to have your very own tomato-esque acorn button and a kiss from Mauku, then they all look slightly different, they're all slightly different colours, but yes, if you would like one of these will be going up on my Ko-fi as well. I just thought it was cute. There's only 20 of them, as I say. I'm not going to be charging you an arm and a leg. They'll probably be like, I don't know, same sort of price, $3.99, $4.99, I don't know. I'll have to work out postage, something like that. They will be less than a $5, basically. So if you would like a little acorn button necklace thing that I have made with my own little hands, then there you go, Steve, you can wear 2. There you go. And if anyone would like to request the tomato one, which is my personal favourite, then shoot me a message in the comments down below. So those are the things that I have been personally making that you guys can buy. A limited edition Mauku kiss. I'm just gonna keep saying kiss. A limited edition kiss from Mauku. Doesn't get better with time, does it? So if you'd be interested in supporting me by buying one of those, then let me know down in the comments below as well. You can also contact me on my Ko-fi or my Instagram or TikTok or whatever. So chuck me your interest in the comments below, as well as guessing which one's the truth and which one's a lie, and giving me your thoughts on the badges and everything, you know. I'm giving you lots of stuff to do today, guys. I also want to show you the first draft of something. Bear with. So again, talking about my Never Never movie project, as one of the incentives to get people to support me on my Ko-fi or join me on my Patreon, anyone who does that this year will get a little fairy creature or a little gnome creature based on the design that they give me. So you get to pick the colour of their hair, the colour of their skin, the colour of their clothing, that kind of thing. So I will then make a little creature with those colours and I will put it into the background of the movie somewhere. It's just a very small thing that I can do to say thank you, but it's also quite fun and I really enjoy making props, so it's really good practice for me. I now have the first draft of what some of these little creatures will look like. These are 2 little fairies that I made. I think they're cute. This one was based on the colour choices of my wonderful friend Kat. She asked for pinks and purples and dark blue hair, so that's what I picked for Kat. And this one was based on one of my other friends who asked to be like sunny and gold and different colours like that. So here are some little fairies which I think are cute. This isn't the final draft of how they're gonna look, but it's just an idea of the kind of props that I'm making for this movie, because they're cute as hell. And if you would like me to design a prop based on your colour choices, then you can support me on my Ko-fi or over on my Patreon as well. And finally then, a sort of little life update to go alongside all of this for you guys. You guys have been really crazy supportive of me and all the chaos that I do, particularly over on my TikTok and whenever I make a cosplay vlog over here showing you what I've been doing, and whenever I start a new project as well. You guys were all really pumped and hyped to just share the journey with me, which is really cool. So I want to say thank you for being so incredibly supportive across multiple different platforms of mine. And I also want to say that through doing this cosplay and exploring characters, and particularly my Peter Pan Facts series, which I know a lot of you got involved with me for, I have started making some changes to my life and how I want to live it and what things I really want to be focusing on. And a lot of that is because of you and the support and the encouragement that you gave me for all the crazy things that I've been doing. There's a lot of stuff that I will happily just share on the internet. My opinions on stuff, whether they're good or bad, encouragement for other people, cosplay ideas, that kind of thing. But when it comes to the real personal stuff, I have a little bit of a wall there, which I think a lot of creators might do, and it's fair enough. And there are some personal things that I'm not quite ready to say properly to the world just yet. But because some of the decisions I've made about my life are really thanks to a lot of you guys and just being involved in the wonderful communities that I am, I do want to hint at it slightly. The thing is that some of the realizations I have come to over the last couple of years mean that I am going to have to start saving a lot of money to make some fairly drastic changes in my life. And the thing is, I know a lot of you will be very willing to support this, but I am not the kind of person who ever wants to just be given things. I want to earn them. I want to work for them. So I'm not going to put out a plea saying, please can you help me raise money because I have decided that something in my life really big has to change. No. Instead, what I've decided to do is start pushing my commissions more. I want to show more people what I can do, that I've got different characters, and if you want messages that are personalized, you can commission me with those. If you'd like to buy some of my merch, you can buy a badge or something like that. If you want to buy one of my limited edition 20 acorn necklaces, you can buy one of those. So there is going to be more stuff coming, and I just wanted you guys to know the reason why. And if I can earn a little bit extra by managing to create things that you guys are interested in and you guys will enjoy, then I am totally a winner. So I wanted to let you guys know that I am going to try to be creating more stuff, and it is going to be available for you guys to buy and support me with. And mostly I wanted to let you guys know why this is happening. I mean, I'm not going to outright say it, but I think most of you might have got the idea. I would never be comfortable asking you guys for help. Instead, I want to say that I love you and appreciate you all, and if you can and want to show me any support, then I'm going to have pin badges and acorn button necklaces, and my Ko-fi commissions is open and you can join my Patreon, various things like that. Because I always want to be giving you something in return for the crazy amount of support that you guys give me. Alright, with that, we have reached the end of this episode of Monday Madness. I love and appreciate every single one of you, whether you are brand new to my channel or whether you're one of the people who has literally been in my comments for about 2 years. I love and appreciate all of you, and thank you for watching. I will see you next week for another episode of Monday Madness. Oh, and I'm also going to be uploading another Lucien storytime episode, hopefully at some point this week. I know a few of you were asking where the next one of those was. I'm really sorry I dropped the ball on that. It will be coming very soon. Thank you very much, my wonderful Jellyspoons. Goodbye. Also, I just lost the game again.